love the channel. You did not hear this from me, but there's a billionaire in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's just in there eating. He owns a basketball team.
Excuse me, sir. Question for you. How old were you when you became a billionaire?
How'd you know I was a billionaire?
The guys out front told me that you were, man.
Probably 40, 41 years old.
What do you do?
You like basketball?
Yes.
So I own an NBA team.
What team do you own?
The Phoenix Suns.
You own the Suns?
Yeah.
Who am I here with today?
You ever read this book here? Rich Dad, Poor Dad?
Rich Dad, Poor
I'm the author of this book.
You're Robert Kiyosaki.
That's me.
Now, for the people that don't know, how did you make your millions? Yeah. Do you think college is a scam?
Of course. What did you learn about money?
Nothing.
What you go to school for? To learn money, right?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, how old were you when you became a millionaire?
I'm not interested.
So real quick, sir, I grew a channel to 18 million followers. I've interviewed 31 billionaires in the last 4 years.
I'm just a super private guy.
I got you. So what was the biggest year that you had revenue-wise? Like, what was the most amount of money you made?
250 million.
Would you say more than 100 million?
Yeah.
More than 200 million?
No, I wouldn't say that.
More than $100 million? What's your best for anybody in business when it comes to buying?
Oh man, I got one right now.
Give it to
Actually.
me.
No, I don't want to give it up to you guys. All right, I started a new company. It's a
Your last message to the younger generation. Last sentence to them, to the younger generation. Right now, I'm standing in one of the richest cities in America, and no, I am not exaggerating. Scottsdale, Arizona has some of the fastest growing wealth in the entire country. There is a higher concentration of millionaires and billionaires that live here than most cities on the entire planet. And today, I'm on a mission to figure out exactly how they got this rich. But I'm not stopping with just millionaires and billionaires today, because I've secured an interview with the man who literally wrote the book on money, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad himself, Robert Kiyosaki. Here's how this is gonna work, guys. I'm gonna walk up to the wealthiest people in this city, the multi-millionaires, the billionaires that live here, and ask them exactly how they became so wealthy. And at the end of the video, you're gonna walk away with the exact blueprint that wealthy people use to get financially free. This might be the most valuable video that I've ever made, so stay tuned from start to finish. With that being said, let's get this video on the way. Guys, I want to put it in perspective for you right now, just so you can see the money that's out here, that's floating around in the city right now. I mean, just in the area we're filming it right now, right? You got a Rolls Royce parked right here, McLaren across the street, come around here, Mercedes truck, Bentley truck, another McLaren around there. Look, we're gonna be going up to all these people today. The people coming up to the valet, coming in and out of shops and nice restaurants, and figure out exactly how they got rich and how you can do the exact same thing. So let's go up to some people and go see what they did. Hey, get him, go. Sir, I had a question for you.
I don't do the camera.
Wait, so wait, real quick, sir.
I'm good.
All right, brother. Excuse me, sir. Sir, how did you get rich? What did you do, sir? Real quick. So I grew a channel to 18 million followers.
Go away.
Could I get 1 minute with you real quick?
Go away.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Is this your G-Wagon?
Yes.
And how did you get rich? What line of business are you in?
I'm not doing that.
Hey, real quick, sir. So I grew a channel to 18 million followers. I go all over the world.
It's all good.
One piece of advice to young entrepreneurs out there.
No, I'm not talking.
All right, man. Have a good one, man. Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you became a millionaire?
20s, but I don't want to get on camera, but thank you.
Wait, so real quick, sir. So I started the channel at the University of Texas. I grew it to 18 million followers. I've interviewed over 30 billionaires in the last 4 years, including Mark Cuban, Tom Cruise, Tom Brady, just to get 2 questions on advice to the younger generation.
Okay.
So what line of business were you in?
Stock investments.
Investments.
Yeah.
Did you work on Wall Street?
No, I did not. I just manage money.
What did you learn about managing money for the richest people? Where do they put their money in today's world?
I can't do this.
Yeah.
Sorry though, man.
All right, you guys, as you can see, look, because there is so much money out here in Scottsdale, Arizona, these people are private. All right, a lot of them, they do not want to give up any of the game on camera. They don't want to reveal who they are. But look, I never take no for an answer, and I always say every no is a step closer to a yes. So we're gonna keep this one rolling and go find the millionaires and billionaires that live out here, so that way you can figure out how to get rich just like them. Excuse me, sir. Sir, how old were you when you became a millionaire?
I'm not interested.
So real quick, sir, I grew a channel to 18 million followers. I've interviewed 31 billionaires in the last 4 years, like Tom Cruise.
I appreciate it.
Could I show you just for 30 seconds? I know you're an entrepreneur. I know you'll respect what I do. I've interviewed 31 billionaires. Let me show you what I do real quick, just so you know I'm legit. This is me. I'm here today for Tom Brady, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. I just did Dana White out in Las Vegas. I just want you to know, like, I'm
No, I totally believe you. I'm just a super private guy.
I got you.
So.
Let me just ask you. I saw the back. Are you in fintech by any chance?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
What type of companies did you own?
All software.
So technology
Fintech.
companies.
Yeah.
Love that. So what was the biggest year that you had revenue-wise? Like, what was the most amount of money you made?
Well, that I can't share.
Would you say more than 100 million?
Yeah.
More than 200 million?
No, I wouldn't say that.
More than $100 million. I want to challenge you. Go back to when you were a $10 million company. What was it, the bottleneck that you had to overcome to get out to a $100 million business?
Mostly you got to get out of your own way. When you think about, building a company to scale, most times people address scale when they have to versus thinking proactively about how do we build processes and structure so that we're always in a position waiting for us to grow into our potential versus trying to catch up once it hits us.
What is the best advice you ever got from a mentor?
So it's not one piece of advice, but I tell you, I've had lots of mentors in my career. The person that I learned the absolute most from was the worst boss I ever had, because he taught me all the things I want to make sure I never did when I was in that seat.
Like what? What did he do that you said, I will never do this in one of my companies?
You know, not listening to people around you, hiring talented people, but then telling them what to do versus listening to their thoughts and ideas, trying to intimidate people to meet deadlines that are unrealistic because it's some arbitrary achievement instead of really focusing on what's best for the customers and the employees.
Do you think everybody's built for entrepreneurship?
No.
Why not?
Well, I mean, you got to be willing to take risks.
And how old are you now?
Ooh, I'd rather not say.
If me and you died tomorrow and you had one last message to leave with the younger generation, what would that be?
Don't be so quick to jump ship. You know, a lot of times what I see, especially in younger generations that we hire, is they come in and if they're not achieving incredible success within 12 to 16 months, they feel like it's time to move on. Like, it's okay to make an investment in yourself and a company. Just make sure that your compensation is structured in a way where you actually get to benefit from that hard work.
I love that. Thank you so much for your time. So you got amazing advice, man. I appreciate your advice. It was great. All right, you guys. So we get my guy with the butterfly doors, proved to him the credibility that the channel had, and he ended up giving a banger interview. The $100 million fintech man. You see it on the license plate right there. Just delivered us an absolute banger. And I love that he said, you got to get to the root of the customer's problems. Because if you solve people's wants and needs, you get rich. And that's what we want to do in today's world. So let's go get this next one out here in Scottsdale, you guys. Come on.
Bro, love the channel. You did not hear this from me, but there's a billionaire in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's just in there eating. He owns a basketball team.
Excuse me, sir. Question for you. How old were you when you became a billionaire?
How'd you know I was a billionaire?
The guys out front told me that you were, man.
Probably 40, 41 years old.
What do you do?
You like basketball?
Yes.
So I own an NBA team,
What team do you own?
the Phoenix Suns.
You own the Suns?
Yeah.
Now, I go all over the world interviewing billionaires to help the younger generation. Could I get a minute with you for the channel?
Yeah.
How'd you get the money to buy an NBA team?
Started in the mortgage business. So I'm a mortgage guy my whole life, 20 plus years, just building a mortgage business from 12 people to 9,000. We have the largest mortgage company in America now. And so just grinding every day.
Mortgage business. Young people, they think that they have to go build the next Google and tech company, but you found it in a boring business, the mortgage industry.
Yeah. People think it's boring, but it's blocking and tackling, executing every day, and just, try to be the best in one thing. That's why I try to do it. Dominate that business, and we've kept building every year.
So do you still run the company today?
Every day, in early, stay late, grinding. That's what it takes to be great. So I love it. But I love the mortgage business in a weird way. I just love it because I can compete every day, get better, continue to improve, and it's worked well.
So you're running a multi-billion-dollar company in the mortgage business and a multi-billion-dollar sports organization. You manage both of these.
Yeah, absolutely.
How in the world is that possible, man?
Time management. You got to balance your time. You can't be doing crazy stuff. Like I focus on my mortgage business, my kids, or my basketball team. That's all I do all day, every day, and I love it.
And so as a billionaire, is time your greatest asset?
Yeah, it's the thing that we're all equal on. No matter how much money you have, everyone has 24 hours. So how do you use your minutes? I always think to myself, do I need to sleep 8 or can I sleep 6 or 5? And can I outwork someone? If I get up, am I productive or am I playing on my phone? Like every minute of my day, I'm focused on either basketball teams, my kids, or running my mortgage company, and it's worked.
And what made you decide to want to buy an NBA team?
Man, I used to play basketball growing up, and I wasn't good enough to play in the NBA, so could I ever buy a team? And it's just been a dream come true. And out here in Phoenix, it's the best. The fans are great. Everything's great in Phoenix, and so I'm having the best time with it. It's been great.
Were you ever afraid of competition?
No, I love competition.
Why?
It drives my work ethic. Either two things happen. Either you win, you feel great, and you try to go do it again, or you lose and you say, all right, now what do I got to do better next time so I don't lose again? And so competition has driven my work ethic, and my work ethic has been my greatest asset because I'm willing to do things that others are unwilling to do.
But you made billions of dollars throughout your career. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you keep on going to build companies?
Because I wasn't chasing money. I'm chasing winning. I'm chasing the best. I want to be the best mortgage guy that's ever lived. I want to be the best owner in the NBA. Like, how do I get to be the best? And you know what? It's a constant. You never get there. You're always trying to get better every single day. And so when you get to money, if your goal is just money, you know what happens? You eventually get there, and then you stop. Money follows. I don't focus on money at all. I focus on winning, being the best I can be, and I've made a lot of money.
Now, there are a lot of miserable billionaires, but I can feel the passion coming off of you. Are you happy?
Oh, so happy. I mean, life's great. I'm very blessed. I got great people, health, happiness. But you know what? The thing is, never relax. I never relax. Never sit there and be like, oh, I made it. As soon as you start doing like, I made it, you know what happens? Someone hungry, younger, that will come take your business. Like I'm out there every day. I compete in the mortgage. We've been the number one mortgage company for 4 straight years and kicking everyone's butt. But guess what? I don't take it for granted for 1 second. Every day I got to compete for the business. Every day I got to go find out what our competitor's doing, and I'm going to take them down and go help our brokers win.
Now, you made billions of dollars throughout your career. What's one financial tip you would instill in the younger generation?
Live beneath your means. People think always you make money, you want to go spend it. Like we had years in the mortgage company where I was building it, and literally our company made $60 million, and I would take out less than $1 million. 59 goes back into the company. company and I grind 59 back, and like I kept doing it over and over. Like I lived beneath my means the whole time, all the way through to the point where people were like, does he have any money? Is he really that successful? I'm driving around in a used Explorer or whatever it may be. Because the thing is, it's not about showing. It's like live beneath your means, continue to save, and then continue to grind. And then eventually you have one of those crazy years, and we had one of those years where we made over $3 billion. Then I can take some money out, right? But every day you keep, it's like compounding interest.
Right.
Keep betting on yourself.
Hey, I'm learning from you. You know why? Because in the last 4 weeks, my business made $1 million, and I paid myself $14,000.
I love it. But you know what? Because you're building something special, right? And so if you want to be successful, keep building, keep doing the right thing. You're a grinder. I can tell already. Like I know you're working your ass off, and so keep grinding, keep building, and don't start living like that. Like you'll make money. Money will follow. You'll make so much money eventually. But don't try to like people. Oh, I'm gonna fly on a private jet. Like that's not how it really works. You got to go grind. I don't have a fancy car. I have one car, and you know who drives me? I drive myself. Like people are like, oh, you got drivers. No, I drive myself. I have one car. I grind every day. I live a fantastic life. Let's not get. I'm not. But at the same time, I always live beneath my means. I'm 45 years old. For all those years, I never try to be showy or shiny. Like just go grind.
What do the richest and most successful people in the world all have in common?
You know the one common trait that they all share, which is interesting? They respond instantly. I text some of the most successful people you'll know and meet, and they respond right away. And people, you text me, email me, I respond right away. Like it's not like 2 days later, like it's in minutes, because I want to get it off my plate. I want to solve it, move on to the next thing. And so successful people respond quickly. I think it's a misnomer, like, oh, I'm so busy, I don't act like no. Respond right away and finish it, solve it, and move on to the next thing. So I want to keep moving things off my plate. A sense of urgency on everything like that is a big differential.
Money loves speed.
Speed always wins in anything, business, anything you do. Faster. No one's ever been like, hey, slow it down and make it more complicated. Faster and easier always wins.
What's your name?
Matt Ishbia. Nice to meet you.
And how old are you now?
45.
Matt, if me and you died tomorrow and you had one more message to leave with the younger generation, what would that be?
Enjoy your life, continue to grind, and realize that money is not the end all be all. Happiness is the goal. Wow. Go be happy. Go figure out a way to be happy. Is it easy to be happy with money? Absolutely it is. But you know what? Happiness is the goal. Health, happiness, take care of people, do right by people. Life's great.
You got amazing advice, my friend.
Hey,
thank you so much
appreciate
for your
you,
time, man. I have to ask you, I connect with all the billionaires I interview. Could I get your contact?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Guys, we just interviewed a billionaire and he owns an NBA team. Do you realize how insane that is? But what did he say? Guys, he said speed is everything. Look, speed beats perfection every single time in business. And you'd be shocked how many entrepreneurs lose momentum because they spend months and thousands of dollars trying to build a simple website or app. And by the time they're ready to launch, the opportunity is gone. And that's why I use Hostinger Horizons. It's your all-in-one AI partner, designer, developer, copywriter, all in one tool. For just $7.99 a month, you can simply type your idea in plain words and Horizons instantly builds a website or app that's fully functional, mobile ready, SEO optimized, and looks amazing. There's no developers involved, no freelancers, no waiting weeks or investing huge amounts. And the best part, you can launch in minutes rather than months. Hosting, domain, email, all included. So if you're serious about turning your idea into reality, stop wasting time and act now. You're not sure where to start? No worries. You can choose from ready-made templates like budget trackers or marketing analytics tools. Customize and start selling. All you have to do to get started is go down, click the link in the description of this video, and use code SOHK10 for 10% off Horizons today. Now with that being said, let's go get this next interview. All right, you guys, so this video's been wild so far, but I got another special surprise for you all right now. So there's actually a real estate billionaire that lives out here in Scottsdale that got rich buying real estate with other people's money. How did he do that? Well, we're gonna let him explain in just a second, because I'm about to go to his house right now to figure out how he became a billionaire off of real estate and how you can do the exact same thing. So let's go meet the legend himself, go see what he has to say.
What's going on, Ken? How you doing, man?
So how are you?
Good to see you,
What's
man.
going
Good
on?
to see you, Ken.
You good?
Yes, sir. We're all good, man. You look great.
Feeling good.
How much real estate do you own today?
10,000 units, about $2 billion.
$2 billion
Yeah.
would it be. How did you build that portfolio up that big?
One by one, man. It wasn't strategic. After a while, you kind of figure it out, but I started with just one.
So as a guy that's amassed billions of dollars in his career, what's the best financial advice you could give to the younger generation?
I would say your circle of friends is bigger than your paycheck.
So you got to surround yourself with the right people.
100%. That's the big thing.
But if you're starting out and you don't have credibility, how do you build those relationships with the right
So
people?
there's people out there that will help the young people. Trust me, that's how I got there.
How does somebody get your attention?
Well, they came up to me, and what I did the same thing. I went up to a mentor of mine, and I met him one day, and I said, he's got 6 kids. I go, how are your kids always around you all the time? And he was rich too, right? And he basically did a business plan on his family, and his business.
Right. Did you come from money?
Oh, no, of course not.
So what was your turning point to financial freedom?
It started with mentors. It started with reading books and mentors.
So mentorship is not a scam.
100%. No, in fact, I've never paid for one my entire life. You can always find somebody, that person. You know who they are, too. Right. When you walk into a room, you know who they are.
Yeah,
right?
They kind of have that aura.
You
about
walk
them.
up to them and say, hey, can I buy you a cup of coffee? And they almost always say yes, especially because most young people don't have the balls to do that. If somebody walked up to me, and I've done this already, actually. I was up in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and I was at a country club at a golf event, and the lead singer of the band was literally singing. He said, I read your book. Would you meet me for a cup of coffee? And I met with him, and now we're fast friends. I met his parents, and he's bought a whole bunch of real estate.
So after this interview, you're going to let me buy you a cup of coffee?
Absolutely.
I've interviewed over 30 billionaires. Mm-hmm. I've learned that the richest people in the world, they play a different game. I want to ask you about taxes. What's your best tax hack for anybody in business when it comes to buying?
Oh, man. I got one right now, actually. No, I don't want to give it up to you guys. All right, I started a new company. It's a media company for billboards. So billboards qualify for what's called a land improvement. So they're not actually real estate. So they qualify for 100% bonus depreciation in the year that you buy them. So we're in the process right now of closing a huge deal where we already are buying them right now. Yeah. I'm buying a half a dozen between Mesquite, Nevada and Las Vegas, but then I'm buying 28 more next year already in contract.
This is game right here.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
You basically get 100% write-off and you get massive cash flow and they're long-term holds. These are 25, 30, 40-year leases.
So what is that one trait that you see in the most successful entrepreneurs in today's world?
The C students run the world, the B students work for them, and the A students are the doctors, the lawyers, and the CPAs. And that's basically how the world is.
I'm going to assume you were a C student.
I was a C student.
You were?
I was. So I always had to fight harder, right?
So when it comes to leveraging other people's money to buy real estate, what do you mean by that?
Sure, it's really simple. I had to learn the system, and I didn't know the system at first. So here's the secret that nobody knows. When everybody gets their paychecks, they put that money into a bank. So all of a sudden, the bank has a problem. It's an expense for them. They have to pay you interest on that money. So they have a problem. They have to lend it back out. So it's the same thing with insurance, pensions, retirement. Wall Street just takes all the money from Main Street and then they lend it back out to guys like me. So that's the system. So once you understand the system, you just step out of the system and then you use it for your advantage.
You know they don't teach that in school.
100% no.
What is the worst financial advice you hear on a regular basis?
Save money.
Save money.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Why? You can't save your way to wealth.
Well, think about this. If you're saving money and you're making 1 or 2% in the bank and inflation is what, 2-3%, you're going backwards.
Right.
Period. Because that money is eroding due to inflation.
How old are you now?
64.
64?
Yeah.
You look good for 64.
I am. I know, baby.
If me and you died tomorrow and you had one more message to leave with the younger generation, what would that be?
Find a great mentor. Find a great mentor. Somebody who's done it. There's a lot of teachers and a lot of gurus out there. You know, dig deep. Find a real person that's really done something and pay close attention to them and listen.
You got amazing advice, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, man. I appreciate you.
All right, you guys, so Scottsdale is going crazy right now. It's no wonder why. It's one of the richest cities in the world. Look, we're running into multi-millionaires and billionaires out here, you guys. But I've got a very special surprise for you all right now. But I first got to ask you guys a question. Have you ever seen this book before? You ever read it? Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Well, we're about to go interview the author himself, Robert Kiyosaki. And let's be very clear. He didn't just sell 1 or 2 million copies of this book. He sold over 30 million copies of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, making him not only one of the best-selling authors of all time, but one of the greatest financial experts in the entire world, you guys. And he also owns hundreds of millions of dollars worth of real estate and has built businesses. So we're about to go interview the man himself to figure out how he became one of the richest men in the entire United States and how you can become rich just like him and his rich dad. So let's go interview the man himself and go see what he has to say. All right, you guys, we just got to our destination where we're going to be interviewing Robert any second now. So stay tuned. Let's go meet the legend himself, you guys. Come on. How you doing, Robert? Great to meet you, sir. James Dumoulin. James, we tell everybody, we have one rule for our interviews. There's no holding back. We're going to give them the blueprint right here on how to really become financially free in today's world. Can we do that?
Sure.
Let's do it.
I generally don't hold back anyway.
I love that.
Who am I here with today?
You ever read this book here? Rich Dad, Poor Dad?
Rich Dad, Poor
I'm the author of this book.
You're Robert Kiyosaki.
That's me.
Now, for the people that don't know, how did you make your millions?
Real estate.
Yeah.
That's where you make your money, you know. I like real estate because I can use debt. Dave Ramsey's a friend of mine, says live debt free. Well, for most idiots, you should live debt free. But if you want to get rich, debt is money.
There's a big misconception that you need a ton of money to start investing. You say that you need debt and intelligence. What do you mean by that?
Well, debt is dangerous. Debt's like a loaded gun. gun, you know what I mean? You misuse it, you go down. Like stupid United States, we're the biggest debtor nation in world history because we have a bunch of idiots running the country and they're printing more and more and more and more. They went with 38 trillion in debt and it's killing our country. That's what happens when you have idiots use debt. So that's why, my rich dad was teaching me. So when I was a Marine, I was a U.S. Marine, I was a pilot. And when I came back from Vietnam, and my rich dad said, what should I do? He says, well, first you have to learn how to sell. I said, no. I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell. He goes, why not? I said, because my poor dad, who was my real dad, he said, salesmen are scum. And so in my poor dad family, if I was a salesman, I'd be a disgrace. Whereas rich dad said, yeah, but you could be an entrepreneur. You got to sell. I said, no. Tell me how I can get rich without selling. And he turned to me and he says, Robert, how's your sex life? I don't have one because you can't sell.
So let me ask you this. What is Robert Kiyosaki's secret to sales?
The reason people suck at sales is they're afraid of rejection.
They're terrified of people saying no.
Yeah, knock down, stand up, knock down, stand up. And that's the key to success. But most people, it's like the reason I couldn't get laid, if I got rejected, I was finished. And so you can ask my wife this. I asked her out 50 times. She finally said yes. She says, you're the most persistent bastard there is.
When did you realize you were never going to get rich working for somebody else?
Wait. Let me tell you about getting laid first. If you can't get laid, you're not going to get rich anyway.
Is that true?
Oh, God, yeah. If you can't make it with women or guys, what you're into, you can't sell. So the whole point here is sales is communication. How do you communicate a point of view that they may not agree with? And most people don't have the tenacity to stick for it. They got shot down, they quit, they go, I'll give up and all this.
Do you think college is a scam?
Of course. What did you learn about money?
Nothing.
What you go to school for? To learn money, right? Make money, earn a job. Well, just teach me how to make money. And then I can decide what profession I want to go into.
You mentioned that schools don't teach anybody about money.
No.
What is a financial principle that you would instill in the younger generation?
Don't go to school. I wouldn't until you know how to make money. Then you can choose clearly what you want to do with your life.
So what were those first steps, those first actionable steps that you took to start building wealth?
I told you I had to learn how to sell. I got a job at Xerox. I got knocked back, and I couldn't stop until I was number one in sales for Xerox. Until I was number one. My best friend, he was number one in another division of Xerox. Don't hang out with losers.
You got to surround yourself with the right people.
No, if they're not number one, get somebody else. I'm really serious. I play to win. Who was the first to fly across the Atlantic? Who was the first? Charles Lindbergh. They don't see school didn't teach you did they?
No.
Who was number two? Nobody cares. If you're not number one, nobody cares.
That's a bar right there. You know that, right? You got to be number one. You got to go for number one.
Well, at least you're going for it.
I love it. Thank you, my friend. You got amazing advice, sir.
Guys, that's a wrap on today's video. I need you guys to stop right now, like and subscribe, because we just brought you some more billionaires. This is one of the craziest videos that I've ever done, you guys. But I want to take these a step further. Look, I want you to do yourselves a favor. Go down, click the link in the description of this video, because you can get access and become a member of the #1 entrepreneur community and network in the entire world. Look, every week you get direct access to my network, the millionaires, the billionaires I interview. You get to hop on live calls with them, 8-figure, 9-figure billionaire entrepreneurs. You ask your questions to them on how to build wealth and become financially free and build companies, you guys. So I can't wait to see you on the inside. Click the link in the description below to join. That being said, I'll see you in the next video.